Hey Sunny team, it's your trainer Eloisa. Today I have a 20-minute beginner pyramid run. So what that means is after we warm up, we are gonna start from the bottom of the pyramid doing 1 minute, 30 seconds break, 2 minutes, 30-second break, 3 minutes, then we're at the top of the pyramid and we start to head down. All right, before we get started, make sure those shoes are double knotted, you have water nearby, and you have a towel. We are gonna start with a 4-minute warm-up where we can go over a few things for in case this is your first time running. All right, let's get started about a 1.6. Yay. Besides having shoes double knotted and properly, the one thing I recommend, because I'm in California right now and it's really, really hot, is having enough water. This is always something I like to tell people is if you are thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So make sure you have that water nearby and you are drinking enough. And now let's breathe into our body, out through our mouth. Let go of anything that's stressing us out, anything that we're holding on to, just let it go. Breathe into your beautiful body. Thank you for showing up and push it out. So as we walk right here, I want you to focus on, we're gonna take it up to our tippy toes. I want you to focus on 5 toes on the ground. Every single one of your piggies are on the ground. When you are running, that's where I want them. I want you to slow this down to about a 0.6, so then you can feel a difference. We are also warming up our ankle and our calves right now. Lower it a little bit where you're at a semi like releve. Yes, I was a dancer, so that's how I know. But you're still feeling those toes, but you're on that ball of the foot. You are not landing into that heel. This is where you should land when you're running. We are standing straight up with our shoulders back, bums in, tummies tucked towards that spine. Our knees will be bent, but right now we're keeping it there, that semi-releve. Really feel here, this is also your calf stretch. You should feel that calf getting warmed up and ready to go. Swing those arms lightly. Perfect. And breathe. Next, we are gonna go over our knees. Arms drive opposite side as our knee. Right here, I want you to do one drive, step, step. We're gonna stay on one leg. Obviously, where our knees aren't coming this high up, but I want you to bring it up and then land on that center of your foot right below your body. Your arms are at this 90-degree angle, just shooting back and forth like that, making sure you're not going side to side. And one more on this side, and down. Let's switch it to the other side. Drive that knee, opposite arm, opposite leg. When we are running, always opposite arm, opposite leg, and drive. Focus on that elbow going towards the back of your room. I'm not shooting that one. And shoot for 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna focus on right here. I really want you to slow it down and even hold the sides because I really want you to focus on this just so you get the motion. Flick your foot towards your bum. Flick one at a time. Flick like that. Flick straight back towards your bum. Right now, we're also warming up those quads and those hamstrings, but flick it back. This is the motion you're gonna wanna do. After you land on that ball of your foot, you're gonna flick back, flick back. Now let's add the arms. Flick, 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 flick. Perfect. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's take it up to a jog and incorporate kind of what we learned, landing on that ball of our foot, using our arms. And as we incorporate that, see, it's not as exaggerated of a flick, but you are flicking. Flick the treadmill away, flick, hit. And swing those arms towards the back of the room. Not up towards the ceiling, but towards the back of the room. Keeping your shoulders back. We're gonna go over the rest of it. Keep those shoulders back, head parallel to the ground. Don't look down, we're not going down. Look straight forward, lightly in front of you. Eyes up and smiling, head stacked on top of your shoulders. And right here, really just focus on that. Perfect. Take it down to a walk. I want you to set 2 intentions for this goal, for this class, 2 intentions that are gonna give you joy today. This will give me joy. Push it out. For me, this will give me joy to run with you. And push it out. All right, are you ready? We're gonna do a 1-minute jog. That's between a 4 and a 6. 1 minute right here, 30 seconds off. Let's go, team. Really focus on your form. If you've run a million times, that is great. If this is your first class, welcome. If this is your first class, second, and you're just learning to run, building the foundations is the most important because that will help you go faster and farther in the future. If you don't build those foundations, it's easier to cause injury. So just make sure you are really checking in with your body. Check in as much as you can and make sure you're landing and you're in your comfort zone. Well, pushing a little bit beyond that comfort zone. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. In 10 seconds, we are gonna take it down for a 30-second walk. So breathe, and we will go over everything again during the walk. Take it down for me. Now your walk is different than your run. On your run, we are always landing on that ball of our toes. Not our tippy toes, but that ball. When we are walking, we walk more heel first. So right now we're walking, breathing into our body, taking that rest. Breathe, breathe. Let's get ready. And this time, I really want you to focus for these 2 minutes on those arm swings, sending them back, okay? We're gonna focus on that for these 2 minutes. Are you ready? We're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yay. 4, 2, 6. Let's do this. Really focus on pushing those arms back. You push them back, they swing farther forward. Sometimes you have to go back in life to go forward, so just push them back. If this is your first time, like I said, and you're a beginner, always be willing to be a beginner, to learn something new. There's so much out there. When I was a kid, I used to think I knew everything. As I get older, every single year, I learn there's so much I don't know. So much out there in the world. And sometimes it's scary, or it's scary for me, to be a beginner. But you know what? That's the only way we learn. That's the only way we grow. So just learn, read, try and learn something new every day, or try and learn something you don't know. And breathe right here, really focusing on those arms, like I said, swinging them back. And while I talk about those arms, let's look at those wrists. No fist, not right near you like a tricep or holding on to your whole body. Release them a little bit, lightly away, 90-degree angles, swinging back and forth. We're gonna take it to a walk in 5 seconds. And take it down to that walk. Perfect. Our next one is gonna be those 3 minutes. That's the longest you're gonna be running, okay? So when I was talking about those arms, I'm gonna go over those now. It's shooting it back towards that back wall, not up. I love to say we're always flying when we're running. So part of us flying is building that trap. We build the trap to shoot it back. Shoot it back and front. And those hands never gripping right next to your body. We are releasing all that tension. And by releasing that tension, we are gonna go for those 3 minutes. Let's do it. Woo-hoo. Right here, that 4 to 6. Wherever you start at the beginning for that 1 minute, I want you to try and stay there for this 3 minutes. That same speed or faster. Really checking in with your body the whole time. Like I was saying earlier, don't be afraid to be a beginner. I was watching this show the other day and somebody wasn't good at something, so they quit. The teacher came up to them and said, you know, even your pride has pride. And I kind of love that line because at the end she was like, if you don't give it away, then you're not gonna learn and grow. And so many other people can surpass you. You have great talent, but in some things, if you're not a beginner and willing to learn that foundation, that's where injuries happen. And that is the last thing I want for you. Especially if you're new to running, it's the last thing I want for you because this is my favorite thing in the whole wide world to do. And I'm so happy I get to share it with you. So I really want you to take care of those bodies so you can run forever, hopefully. And right now, with that, we are gonna breathe in all the way to our abdomen, not our chest. This is where it gets hard because we are breathy. We are getting towards that breathless. That's when we take deeper breaths. So really take that deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and breathe. Yeah. Exaggerate it like I am right now. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Another thing I want to go over is our tempo. I want you to keep at that cadence. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Feel it in your body. Feel that rhythm. Land lightly. 1, 1, 2. I got you. 1, 2. I got you. Yeah? No. Maybe a little bit. Now, also, if you're learning something new, try and teach somebody else something new. If you know something, you may not know that you know something great that somebody else needs to learn. So try teaching something new to somebody. If there's a random fact you know, you may think everybody knows, they may not. So say it. And on that, let's go down to that walk. During this walk, I want you to take water and a towel. We're gonna be walking for 1 minute instead of 30 seconds before we start going down that pyramid. We did the 3 minutes. Now we're going down to the 2 minutes. So breathe right here. When I was saying teach something new, there's so many facts out there, some that I think obviously everybody knows, but sometimes you say them, and you know what? Not everybody knows them. So just say your facts, let people know right now as you're walking, taking your water, stay hydrated. Think of a random fact you know that somebody may not know. If you're already thirsty, you're dehydrated fact. I learned that like 4 years ago from a professor, and I never thought of it that way, but it makes total sense because your body is always telling you what it absolutely needs in that moment. But we don't need to get dehydrated. Let's drink our water. Lovely water. We have 10 more seconds right here before we take it up for 2 minutes, 2-minute jog. Now, you know what you're doing. You've done it before. You can do it again. You can stay present with me. You can focus on your body. You got this. Never say anything's easy or hard, but this is the part where you've got some knowledge. You know what you're doing. So let's do this together and take it up for 2-minute jog. Yay. Between, again, a 4 and a 6. Here, like I said, I want you to try and keep that pace you started with. Keep where you were at or go higher. Try and keep it that whole time. Focus on that. Focus on any other tension you're holding in right now and just shake it out. Let it go. Let that all go. You don't need it. All you need to do right now is run. Meditate with me. Run on that 1, 2, 1, 2. It can be so calming and so meditative, in my opinion. It's just so nice to move our bodies. So after we shook out those shoulders, focus on those abs and keeping it straight up. Those bums coming with you everywhere you go. We always have to bring them. Don't lean forward. Don't lean them back. Stay with us. It's a great muscle to help propel you forward and help your hamstrings. Focus on where you're landing, below your body, not in front of it. Not large strides in front of you, below your body. And of course, how we are landing right there. Shoot those arms back. 1 more minute, team. We got this. Stay with me for 1 more minute. Besides teaching somebody new and being a beginner, try and be a beginner at something that scares you. Something that you would never try doing. I will give you my example on our break. So when we get there, or right now, I just want you to check in with your body. And really, those deep breaths, really take them right here. That will help you keep going. Oh, beautiful. I know you are doing wonderful right now. And you're starting to feel this. Let's take it down. Do a nice little walk for 30 seconds. And we have a 1 minute jog. And then we are cooling down, team. So I was a beginner once at boxing. I decided one day to sign up for a class. It really scared me because I'd never done it before. But I was like, hey, this could be fun. I had been teaching fitness classes and different things for a long time. So I decided, I was like, why not try a different fitness class? It was really fun and great. I ended up taking a few classes because I really liked it, learning the basics of it. One day, as I go to the one day, we are taking it up for 1 minute of your life, to that 4 and 6. One day, the teacher didn't show up. This is a small neighborhood gym where they offer classes for free. A lot of people show up just for the classes. I hadn't taught classes since college. This is 6 years later. I had never taught boxing, even like taken more than 4 classes. Everybody was kind of bummed and mad. So you know what? I volunteered to teach. And I was like, you know what? I can do this. Yeah, I'm still a beginner, but I still gave a workout and it was fun and I learned something new. I did something that scared me. I taught something and I still was learning. So try something like that. This is just something that you can do. Anything that scares you to try it, because you never know what it's gonna lead to. Where the rest of this story goes is it got me back into teaching. It got me back into teaching almost full time, and it was great. I was teaching spin, running, rowing, and that leads to the best part of this story. That's what brought me here with you. So, yay, we are together right now, running, because I was willing to be a beginner, try something new, and do something that scares me. So as I said that, think about what you could try new. Think about something that scares you. Don't think about where you can be in the future, but think about trying something new, because your future self will thank you. Trust me. And on that note, take it down to that final walk. Breathe into your body. Take some water. We are gonna start to cool down, because when I do beginner class, like I said, I love to go over the foundations and also how to cool down. Just as warming up is as important as the workout, is as important as cooling down and stretches. So I wanna go over a few of those with you. Take some water now. If you have more time, I always recommend doing a full stretching, a full warm up, and a full ending course. Yes, I know we don't all have a million hours in the day. So let's take our treadmill all the way down. And start by rolling out those shoulders. As we roll out, point those toes towards the ceiling, our heels into the tread, really, really stretching out those calves and our shoulders. Stretch it out, really flexing them. Feel that in your ankle as well as your calf. Perfect. Now just walk normally and roll those shoulders forward. And breathe into your body. In through that nose, out through your mouth. Thank your body for showing up. This is your millionth time. Thank it. If this was something that scared you today, thank it. Stop the treadmill for me, unclip, and hop off with me. So I wanna give you a full example. Hand on the side of the tread. Bring your knee towards your bum. Grab the outside of your foot. Try and keep your legs together as tight as possible. If you can let go, let go. Really engage those abs. Taking deep breaths here. Really hold it, feel that stretch. Do not lock your standing knee. Leave it not bent, but just leave it light. Perfect. Now we're gonna bring our foot forward above our knee. It's a figure 4. You can't see, there's my 4, yay. And sit it back. Send your bum back towards the room where we are sending our arm. And breathe right here. If you can go a little lower, go a little lower. Honestly, I'm a little tight right now. This is as low as I can go. But if you can, go a little bit lower. Switch it over, that left leg towards your bum. Again, heel towards bum, grabbing that outside of your foot fully and keeping your legs as closely together. Try not to keep them separate. Really try and keep them together. Engaging your ab and breathing. Not locking that knee. Perfect. For 3 more seconds. And bring it forward to that figure 4. Sit it down. Really sit it down. If you can go lower, go lower. Like I said, this is as low as I can go right now, but if you can go lower, go lower. Perfect. Take your leg, I'm gonna do it at this angle, and stretch that back. We are stretching that calf muscle more and really working on that ankle. Light bend in your knee, and keep your chest nice and up, and push it back. If you can let go with your arms, let go, and just push it back a little bit more. Really try and push that heel towards the ground. You should feel that tension in your calf. All right, switch it up and back again. If you need to hold on. Never holding on to our treadmills for dear life. They are not meant for that. These sidebars are only there to help us balance when we need them, not normally when we're running either. Try not to grab onto them. Actually, really don't grab onto them when you're running. If you need to slow down before you grab on. One more piece of advice before we take our deep breaths. If you need to grab on, if you feel like it, slow down instead. Also, my favorite thing, please don't hop off as the treadmill is going. That can cause injury. So just always try and slow down, stop, or use your stop key. And with that, 2 deep breaths. I want you to think of something new you are going to try this week or today even. I'm gonna try this and push it out. And something you're gonna teach somebody else that you don't even know yet, something that you may not even know that's fascinating or cool. I'm gonna teach somebody and push it out. Thank you so much for joining me, Sunny Team. I really hope to see you again sometime.
If you enjoyed this workout, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you can be notified about our weekly workouts. Also, leave a comment and tell us how you like this workout.